Hey everyone, welcome to Health and Fitness Simplified. This is John Rennie. Time for the Myth Buster video. Let's talk about some facts today. I'm sure a lot of us have questions about a few points which I would like to discuss. Cardio. Now, should men and women do cardio in the first place? Does cardio work differently for women and men? Should women not do weight training? Because the myth is that they will become huge, they will start growing huge muscles and start looking manly. Men lose more fat, women lose less fat due to men having more testosterone and women having more estrogen. Estrogen has no benefits. Too much cardio will result into muscle loss. Let's talk about these points, these myths, and which of them are true and which of them are false. Now, talking about cardio, should we do cardio or should we not do cardio? Yes, definitely we must do cardio for heart health, because cardio plays a major vital role, especially if you have crossed your 30s. You should probably do cardio bare minimum twice a week, and if possible thrice a week. If you're doing 3 or 4 times, fantastic. You can go from 45 minutes to 60 minutes of cardio. It shouldn't be a problem at moderate pace. Now, does cardio work differently for women and differently for men? Yes, it's true. It's not a myth. Cardio will work differently on men and women. Now, what's your guess? What do you think? Does it work better for men or does it work better for women? I'm sure a lot of us think it works better for men. Well, that's wrong. Surprisingly, it works better for women. Now, here's the reason why. Now, women basically have 27 to 35% more of type 1 muscle. Now, what's this type 1 muscle? Basically, type 1 muscle is something that will utilize fat and glucose on demand, which means when you start training, be it cardio or weight training, it uses fat and glucose more in comparison to men. Yes, this is absolutely true. So cardio works better for women. Now, if you're looking at losing, the cellulite, cardio is the way forward. You should be doing at least 45 minutes of cardio, and probably once you are tolerant with it, you can raise it to 60 minutes. Definitely women, this will work for you, but don't think that you're going to lose muscle. Now, I will come back to that point as well. Now, who has a higher chance of losing muscle when you're doing more cardio? Now, you might definitely again have a guess that it's men who would lose more. Sorry, you would think that it's women who will lose muscle. No, surprisingly, it's men who have a danger of losing muscle mass in comparison to women. Now, here's the reason why. Surprisingly, the reason is again estrogen. Now, generally you would think that if you have more testosterone is where you're gonna lose fat in comparison to someone who has less testosterone. Okay, I mean, that's a different story. Now, as I said earlier, because of women having type 1 muscle more, they can demand fat and glucose better than men. Now, if they do more cardio, women, because of having more estrogen than men, will not have a risk of muscle loss. The reason is, when they have more estrogen, they have more estrogen receptors as well. So having more estrogen receptors means that you are more anti-catabolic. Catabolism is, a process in which you lose muscle. So catabolism can affect men because they have very less estrogen, while because women have more estrogen, they have a lesser risk of losing muscle mass. I hope this myth is clear. Now, when we talk about should we do only cardio, should women, now because I said that cardio is more beneficial for women, should they just stick to cardio? Well, the answer is no. Men or women, you definitely need to have a combination of cardio and resistance training, weight training. This goes both for men as well as women, because the muscles will go stronger only by resistance training or weight training. Women definitely need to combine both cardio as well as weight training. If you're someone who has time, you can split your training days. Women especially, you can have cardio on a separate day where you do 1 hour cardio and you don't do weight training on that day. So if you train 6 days a week, you could probably do 2 to 3 days cardio and 2 to 3 days weight training. Well, how you do it, body parts, we are not going into detail. You'll have to take the recommendation from a personal trainer who can probably give you a good workout program. But you should definitely combine cardio and resistance training. Now, let's talk about what is better for men. Okay, men should do cardio in moderation because they have a higher chance of losing muscle mass. They can focus on cardio in moderation, and they should be doing more of resistance training. So again, a combination will help you lose weight, lose fat in the right way, and gain muscle. I hope this information was useful and easy to understand. So women, please go ahead and do cardio. Do not fear that you're going to lose muscle mass. Do not fear about sagging, as long as you are going to have a proper balance between cardio and resistance training. So you definitely need to plan your workouts in a way where you combine either both together or split them on different days. If you're someone who has time to train only 3 to 4 times a week, then you can probably include both together. Now, in this situation, which one should you be doing first? Cardio or weight training? You should definitely do weight training first and then do cardio. I'm not going into detail why at the moment. It's basically because of the way your body is going to use creatine, carbohydrate, XYZ, which you can definitely get in touch with me to know more about it. Now, too much of cardio, it definitely can have an adverse effect, which means, let's say you're going to go beyond 60 minutes. For men as well as women, there definitely is a possibility that you would have muscle loss, which is not a good news, because you should be doing your workout in a way where you gain muscle and you lose fat. I hope this information was clear and this video was useful. Please do like, share, and subscribe. This is John Rennie signing off. Have a nice day, guys. Ma salama. Peace.